event management company or industry, what we are talking about. Now, the way our lifestyle has changed over a period of time. Sir was talking about 92, followed by recent past, 2007, and then similarly 2007, 2008, 2010 we talk about. So when we were in the college, to apply for school admission or for the college admission form, we have to send a DD or postal order. One check used to be there that we used to send, and the institution used to send something back to us. Then we used to fill it up, send it back and forth. That used to happen. In between, thanks to postal department, sometimes admit card used to come, sometimes offer letter used to come, appointment letter used to come, a doorstep, sometimes it comes after your joining date is over, right? So all these things has happened. So we talk about technology, we talk about various things. So we had been talking about we had been calling one simple thing that narrated the business space, reach and all. So that is what technology is. It helps you to make it little faster. Similarly, in today's business, social media or digital, if we talk about digital technology, we cannot think of our day without it. Now, why it is happening, I'll ask one single question, very small and single question for everyone. Last thing what we check our last messages, emails and everything, and then we put it, right? And the first thing in the morning what we do, or don't need it, but that becomes our lifestyle. Right? So what is mobile? What is internet? It's a lifestyle. It's no more a technology. It's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. And we want to equip ourselves as a trendy, so we are behaving like that. So very simple. Now, a business might not have a website. A person might not be running a business, but he is available on social media platform. You talk about any, one or the other, he will be available. You talk about the featured phone, sometimes some facilities they have also started giving it. At this point in time, what is digital or what is the social media platform? Somehow it's a lifeline. We can't imagine ourselves of doing a business or something like that in current scenario. It's not that we can't do it, but thing is like it somehow helps. We want to market ourselves to the audience, and where they are on these platforms, right? So they are to connect, continuous engagement before and after the event, continuous. I'm like, before you communicate, after you communicate, how the event was, they will come back, as sir was saying, that sometimes marketing happens after the event, and people say that if we knew, we could have attended it, right? So what happens, lot of stuff after attending the event, we start sharing out on the social platform, and that's how post-event thing happens. So what we have to do, we have to utilize this particular thing to showcase something which has happened already in the past. Complement marketing efforts, it is not going to replicate completely the way topics were discussed, that still today, sometimes we have to do online and offline things, so we have to blend it. It cannot be 100% out of the box, but yes, it will only give added advantage. Say, in conventional method, you are doing 20% of the business, this could add on 80% of the business. Or 30% of the business, it could add on 70% of the business. So it is only going to add you certain more numbers to your business. Of course, market reach, feedback, market research, everything can be done on social media. This is what I was trying to talk about. A radical change has occurred in the world of advertising and marketing. Now, if you see this picture, consumers are no more. There is an engagement that they want. They just don't want a monologue to happen. You keep on talking, and there's nothing to answer. So what they do? I'm like, you see at home, TV is running at the hall. Few of the guys are sitting, family members are sitting, and out of that, one member must be working on their phones. Out of 4 members, 3 members are watching. Probably one member could be watching something else on their phone. And what is happening in the bedroom, if we talk about, wife is on her phone, husband is on his phone, and in case baby is there, he is browsing something on the tab, you give him a tab, he will be busy, so all 3 in the bedroom, all are occupied. So what are these platforms? These platforms actually provide content to consume the way that we want. We are no more interested in whatever you are talking about, we are going to listen to that. No, we are no more interested in that. So what is that shift that has happened? Now newspaper we used to read, radio we used to listen, then newspaper came, then online thing came, and then followed by things have changed. Now sometimes Even the Aaj Tak, or you talk about any news channel, news is going at the top, comments and lives and other things are coming at the bottom. So what is that? That is the interactiveness. We don't just want to listen what you are talking. So that is what interactive marketing is done, man. So what people are doing, audiences are getting created. Every day, every single moment, audiences are getting created. They are selecting. They are no more dependent on, if you can provide, good, or else I will select, I'll choose what network to choose and where to go. We will choose, right? I'm not sticking only to the 10 channels, whatever you are providing. If you can't do it, no. We keep on seeing the ads. You select your own desired channels on this platform, on this DTH or something like that, right? So what is that? Based on our interest, I want to look at. Whatever you are going to provide, I'm not going to listen to that. Everything is changing. Audience is changing. Audiences, content are getting created. Every moment contents are. Now, you take a photograph on your Android phone where it is stored. After a couple of hours, you'll say, clear your cluttery xyz@gmail.com. Now, if you mistakenly sometimes save it or what, sometimes it becomes public and then you don't know. Things are changing and we are looking for some diverse kind of content of our interest. That's where when we are talking about digital media, we are more and more talking about dynamic content, audience level, engagement, interactivity, feedback, real-time analytics that we are talking about, real-time scenarios that we are talking about. So all these things actually help, and this is the requirement of the business. This is the requirement of the business. Now, unless until we don't analyze what is the real-time scenario of an event or anything which is going to happen or happening right now, how you are going to do damage management in case something happens wrong. Since he has experienced 1 lakh of the event, probably we are not that much experienced, but sometimes we have seen while entering into a stadium, even if you have to reach this way, but some mess has happened, so you have to go other way around. So real-time traffic analysis, real-time scenarios, everything has to be was, and that is what digital marketing is helping us to do. So now, next big question is, I have missed one slide which was very interesting, which I had been putting up across at almost all of the kind of presentation that I did. If we talk about 3 necessities of life, roti, kapda or makan, or kuch. Now thing is like whatever we are doing for our personal utilization, there is a birthday party, you picked up a photograph, you posted on a Facebook, you posted on Instagram, Pinterest, you shared on it. Same thing you have to apply multiple times, and you have to do the same thing for your event. You want to reach out to the people, you are putting hashtags. What are hashtags? Anyone unaware of hashtags? Anyone unaware of hashtags? Everyone are aware of it, right? So what is that? Now these are few takeaways for any of a newbies that they should do when they are working towards utilizing social media for any of the event, right? So highlight video about the prior events. In case you have something related to that, if you already have it, you highlight it. If you don't have, create a very simple 2D video which is available on the free tools are available. You merge certain photographs, create a 1 minute or 2 minutes or half a minute, 30 seconds or 40 seconds video, you create it free of cost and you can start utilizing it, right? Second thing is like free tickets, you already told, right? So these are few of the things that we have to work when we are talking about promoting our events. Few of the tickets will be free tickets, offer discounts to the early birds. So that is something. Then teaser content, you all know, कोई भी movie आती है उससे पहले एक कटप्पा कहाँ था? What happened to Katappa? That was a curiosity, right? And then we finally end up watching it, right? So teaser, some teaser can be there. Now, we are very good at creating video content or text content, but image content. We take photograph, tag it, and post it. But try to write something out of that event, at least one particular article on every alternate day or third day or at least a week's time regarding your event, and try to populate it, right? This actually brings a lot of organic and natural traffic to the website or the portal or your platform, right? So keep on writing. It's not necessary that we have to write 500 words article or 400 words article, then only we'll be able to do. Write a small snippet of it in 150 or 200 words, and then you start populating it. Unified hashtag for all social channels. Unified hashtag. So what you have to do first, and these hashtags should be based on your theme, right? Theme, audience, you try to create 10 popular hashtags, what you want your event to be tagged with, create it, and homogeneously create event-specific boards in the Pinterest. You all know it, it's very simple. Not to worry about it, as we were told. Even on Facebook or any other platform, we have an option to create an event and then start doing some of the activity. Are you interested in going this event? Yes or no? You keep on sending invite to almost all of your friends and you will come to know that at least 10 or 20 will come from there, a few more will come from their network. So keep on populating it. Why we are talking more and more about social media? Any idea? Which is so economical as. Technology is very simple, which every common man understands, and it's social updates, share pictures and all. I think post this event, some of the pictures will get posted on the platform, various platforms. He is recording. He will also upload that on the YouTube. Highbiz TV will upload on the YouTube, right? What all these are format of various formats of content. So more and more we work on a content, more and more aggressively we'll be marketing our event or what this all organizations, whatever we are talking about. Today we are talking about social media. Of course, tomorrow something new can come. That's okay, but we have to live in the today's world, so we cannot ignore. One thing is very specific and very well accepted in the market. If you are there on digital platform, you are there in the business. If you are out of it, you are out of business. That's it. Simple steps, very simple steps. The position, how you want to position, and what message you want to communicate, right? Make it personal, but of course not too personal, right? Sometimes we ignore, sometimes put it in a spam, yaar zyada hi ho raha hai. Now what happens, most of the time, we post one event or we post something on a paid promotion part. I'm talking about business page we were talking about. You made certain promotion. Now what happens, the person who is promoting your page or doing paid advertisement is an agency or someone working for your company. Some question comes. No, he is not interested in that. He is just interested in promoting. Someone says, what happens, where is the location? Market segment was left over. So some new company came, they acquired that market. Even today, Maggie has not reached to the sale that they were doing 3 years or 4 years back. We were doing one promotion for a company in US, and during 24th and 25th, they ran a campaign. During 24th of December, I think it was Friday. I'm talking about somewhere around 2002 or 2003. So it was somewhere Friday, 23rd of December it was Friday, or 24th of December it was Friday. So the client said, like, run this campaign. By the time we'll come back, whatever the inquiries comes, we will answer it. During 24 hours of time, a customer tried to call at that particular office. No one responded. At the support number, no one responded. On the Facebook wall, no one responded. Then he got frustrated and said, like, can anyone say that this company still exists or ran away with our money? So what I'm trying to say, it's not that you are genuine, but make sure that we are trying to touch a volcano. If we will not handle it properly, it will create a mess. So we have to be responsive enough on these platforms. If someone asks certain questions, you have to answer it. And on a Facebook, on these platforms, you also have a tool where you can say that you are away. Say you integrate Messenger for any of the post reply. Thank you for reaching us. During 9 to 5 or 9 to 6, you can reach us at these numbers. Leave your phone number and email ID. Will come back to you during our office time. So these kind of candid message, you can have an automated message, and in case someone put a query, this message will go, so he will get answered, right? But make sure that if you are giving some time, you will because it's not you who are looking at your ads. It's people who are looking at your ads, right? Listen to your feedback, make the most out of different platforms, right? Whatever possible. Now, what benefits we are going to get? We will be getting some social media, we will be getting some customers, we'll be getting few more things, right? So primarily, we'll be getting more number of leads, more number of customers, more number of engagement, more number of new people whom you don't know, with them you will be connected. Now these are facts related to media, event management company, right? What do you typical do on the social media? So pre-event engagement, these are the typical scenarios for event management. So what you do on the social media, pre-event engagement, you posted your event and then you are talking about whoever is interested, send them some invitations, send them some forms, ask them to fill up the form, or send them some thank you message, whatever it is. So what you do, you are more than 80% you are involved on pre-engagement. Now, engaging attendees, what happens? People start walking in. During that time, you also need someone who will be engaged. Sir, why don't you take your seat? Your row is this, your seat is this. You can sit over there, any problem or whatever it is, right? And then at end of the session or during end of the session, we try to capture the feedback. Success of the event, whether it has reached to the expectation of the people or it has not, right? So these are things that we are doing during Now mostly event management companies use these channels based on the priority: Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, Google Plus, and this, right? So I'm not contributing anything, I'm just saying that most of the things are available on something which is already there in your hand, right? Facebook, LinkedIn. If you are not, create a profile. Create a profile on a LinkedIn. It's a business profile. What most effective social media channels to promote? These are the channels on which you can promote. Now what happens? Now why we had been talking, or there is an insist that you work on a video. Or on a Facebook there is an option that you insert multiple images, it gets converted into a kind of video format, and then you can post a video. Why it is? Because video is something that you can make it viral. I mean, like a small video, you can send it through the WhatsApp. You can post the same video on Facebook, you can post the same video on LinkedIn, Twitter, and anything, right? Whereas every time, PDF you might not be able to upload on a Facebook. You can upload on a LinkedIn, but you cannot upload on a Facebook, right? Because Facebook accepts JPG or video or these formats, probably not PDF, right? So what you have to do, you again have to convert PDF into JPGs, and then you have to post it. Instead, you create a slider, and then you convert that into video and start populating it, right? There was a research which was done, survey which was done. It is for an event management strategy, for organizing an event as a strategy, social media as a platform that we should work on. So this is, I'm like, 53.3% people have talked about important, 31% has talked about very important. So how much it is? Almost more than 85%, almost 85%. So leftover is hardly 15%, and we are not bothered about that. So mass, wherever there is a mass, we are there, right? So this is a typical habit in today's scenario. Several times a day, 52% of the people goes to social media platforms several times a day. So why we are more and more talking about this is basically to showcase that there is an opportunity, there is a tool which is available, and everything is available as very reasonable price, not very high. Even if you have 5,000 rupees, you can promote it. Even if you have 20,000 rupees, you can promote it. You don't have any rupees, still you can promote it. Only thing is like intensity will be less, efforts will be more, and reach will be less. But if you have money, little money, as we were told, in a Facebook, what happens? You post, then followed by that, you boost that. For boosting it, you might require 40 rupees, 50 rupees, or 100 rupees on a daily basis to reach 200 people, 300 people of a particular location. If you want to do a lead generation campaign, that you published an ad on the Facebook, and whoever has submitted their form fills, name or which ticket, 50 rupees wala, 100 wala, 500 wala. So he will be filling up his business name, his company name. So if you customize your form fills, people will be submitting the form fills, and that gets stored in the Facebook dashboard. You have to download it, or if you integrate a CRM, it will directly come to your email box. And that's how you can start approaching, sir, you've shown your interest to participate in this, what can I do for you? Recently, we ran a campaign for almost 15 to 18 schools for admission drive. Every school is looking for new admissions. So what we did, we ran a campaign in this lead generation campaign kind of thing, where they were able to get 600 leads, 400 leads, 1,000 leads for their schools based on their parameter that they have. They are CBSE, they are state run, or whatever it is. So what you have to do, you have to categorize the features of your event properly, and then position it, tag it with the kind of industry people. On LinkedIn, what you can do, your campaign can be reached with the designation. If someone is CEO, your campaign will reach to them. If you want to market your campaign only to CEO, you can reach them. If you only want a people who have more than 5 years of experience, you can do that on a LinkedIn, right? On a Facebook, what you can do, based on the interest, based on his job, based on his location, you can target it. Age group, male, female, right? Location, even city, within the city. Safe example, we are at Hitex, we are at Gachibowli, we are at Hitex city, Madhapur. We can target that particular thing, right? Sometimes 3 kilometers, sometimes 3 miles, sometimes 10 miles of that particular location also we can target, right? So, and what is the advantage? If your ads are not going the way that you want, you can pause it then and there. For creating an ad and getting accepted, it might take 24 hours of time, but to pause it, it will not take more than few seconds. And nothing is going to be waste. On a Facebook, what happens? It's a post. Once your campaign will run, then only they will charge. When you are working for an event, you get an opportunity, you get a chance that you market it. And then you earn some money, and then you can make a payment. You can integrate credit card with that. So what happens? You utilize your credit facility, market it, you get the tickets, you get the money, and then you pay for it. That is possible. You can make it that I want my bill to happen on every 10,000 rupees or every 20,000 rupees. So till the time it reaches, you will not get a bill. The moment it reaches, bill will trigger. So all these facilities are available, and it's a DIY concept. Do it yourself. Nothing to worry about it. Basically, this is more or less for a marketing and sales pitch. But what for we are over here? We are here for making sure that event management industry gives some money to us. That we want to earn money out of it. So that's where I try to incorporate it. So IDA is basically attention, interest, desire, and action. So this is the life cycle. Any ad that you are putting up, 5,000 people, 3 lakhs people, then out of that, a percentage will have some interest, then desire, and then action, right? So it's basically to attract attention, to create interest, and then followed by desire, and then finally, someone swipes. Credit card का या debit card का या कुछ भी वो अपना payment detail डाल देता है, that is the, we got it. So that is what the ultimate goal of any brand campaign, any event, either on the online, offline, whatever you want to do, this is this, right? On the social media platform, if you are trying to run some online event as well, you have a platform readily available without putting up cost that you can have a show party, organize a show party on Facebook platform, right? And I need not to explain it much. We have seen that in the recent election that lot of channels has organized live shows from the villages, from the streets and all, directly on the Facebook, and we were saying all those things, right? So Facebook has that platform, so you can live cast it and invite all your friends to come. So you get a chance to organize online event using Facebook platform, which will not cost you. But it is restricted. Whoever pays, then only. So content will be limited, people will be limited, but you can actually organize that without charging, without costing you much. So that is another part of the industry which is completely talking about, you talk about webinar, you talk about web business, you talk about online events that we are talking about in a closed room kind of scenario like this. Yes, you can do that on a Facebook platform. Out of all 4, I have only talked about action. This is what the bottom line is, so that you can actually calculate what we got. But there is one variance also added to this IDA. Now, next is whether he could be satisfied from the kind of content that we delivered or whatever it is. So that's where it is being added one more S, which we talk about satisfaction. So unless until we don't review feedback, be it online, offline, आप pamphlet बांट के feedback ले लो या online form लेके feedback ले लो, whatever you do, but you have to be sure that your audience is satisfied or not for your next event. Now what we are doing for Ola, before you come down from Ola cab, they say, sir, right? So he is worried about it because his business is going to be affected by ratings only, right? So we have to be worried. That's where satisfaction is something. And most likely in service industry, this is something where percentage is little lower side of it. So we have to upgrade, right? So S is something that we have to work on. Now this is moving towards the last, that pen it before you plan an event. Who are your audience? Age, sex, location, gender, or you talk about education level, you talk about their lifestyle, right? They are users of, now उसका lifestyle क्या हो सकता है, उसके खाने पीने की habit क्या हो सकती है. आप जो है एक event organize किए, I'm giving you a typical example of, you organize an event where in India various communities are there. Say for example, Jain community is there, Sikh community is there, Muslim community is there, Hindu community is there. Now you organize an event, you talk about beverages, we talk about drinks, hot drinks, or hard drinks you talk about, unlimited free. Okay? And then you invited, say for example, you invited Jain community, you invited Brahmin community, you invited Muslim community. What that free mean for them? Even if they are the audience, but they might not come to the event. यार वहाँ पे पता नहीं खाने पीने का चीज़ चलेगा नहीं यार. So we have to sometimes understand the lifestyle, eating habit, their dressing sense, dressing habit, their education level, all these things that comes under audience that we have to categorize. And you can do it very smartly on Facebook, on social media platform. Need not to worry about it. CRM is a tool, email marketing could be another tool. So you pen down what are the tools that you want to use it. Use IDA model in social media marketing, evaluate ROI and modify your plan. So every time you have to modify, this worked out in this didn't work out. So next event you have to work on your rework you can do on it. Now we as a company, Digitoze, we are working on design, development and execution of the projects, be it on the digital platform. Overall verticals, that's what we are working. That's all from my part. Any questions? I'll be happy to answer.